Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
God grant us brand new mercies every single morning, and it's time for the praise break. Let's start the day in prayer. And I want everybody to please welcome my good friend, Pastor Keith Norman, the senior pastor of First Baptist Church, Broad Avenue in Memphis, Tennessee. Pastor Norman, good morning, man. Happy to have you.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Let's pray. Lord, we love you and thank you and bless you for life, health, and strength today. We know that you are God and God in all things. So no matter what we encounter in this day, you already have it under control. And that's why we want to give you praise in advance, because you already have all things in your hand and all things are working according to your plan. Whatever we're going to encounter through this day, whatever we come into contact with on this day, God, you've already worked it out. And so we praise you in advance. We thank you in advance. And we know that all things will work together according to the good for those who love the Lord and are the called according to the purposes of God. This is Pastor Keith Norman at the First Baptist Church at 2835 Broad Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee. Come by and see us when you're in town, 8 a.m. or 10:30 a.m. Sunday morning.
All right, y'all, that's my friend and brother, Pastor Keith Norman, the senior pastor of First Baptist Church, Broad Avenue in Memphis, Tennessee. So let's get this day going. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
News headlines,
entertainment,
sports.
It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 13 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Alfredas, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Tuesday, November 4th, and Election Day. Here's what's going on in the news. As frustration grows over gridlock in Washington, voters all across the country are making moves at the ballot box and decisions that could ripple far beyond city lines. Excuse me. Sorry. In Detroit, Mary Sheffield.
Cocaine.
No.
Okay.
Got her.
Sorry, it's that coffee.
Guilty.
Coffee crack.
Well, that cocaine in Detroit. I told you stop tooting.
Oh, my gosh. In Detroit, Mary Sheffield could make history as the city's first black female mayor. Down in Houston, voters will pick a new congressional leader in a special election to fill the late Sylvester Turner seat. Over in New York City, it's a three-way showdown, Ricky, between Zohran Mamdani, who should win, probably, Curtis Lewa and Andrew Cuomo. And in Virginia, Winsome Earl Sears could become the nation's first Jamaican-born female governor. So with everything going on in Washington right now, these key elections will be a reflection of how the country thinks President Trump is doing. Now, this government shutdown is also a reminder that local votes matter. They shape what happens at every level, not just in City Hall, but in the Capitol, too. Now, this shutdown is now the longest in U.S. history. The USDA has been court-ordered to at least partially fund SNAP, and that's exactly what they're doing. The administration says it will only cover about half of November's food stamp benefits, leaving millions waiting as states scramble to update their systems, which could delay payments for weeks, with food banks already stretched thin, as we saw yesterday, and new lawsuits piling up. The battle over full benefits is far from over. Meanwhile, travelers at Houston's Bush Airport dealt with brutal security lines yesterday. We're talking up to 3 hours with TSA lines stretched out of the terminals for the second day in a row as agents continue working without pay. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy told CBS's Face the Nation that nobody's getting fired for missing work, but he's warning things could get worse.
We will slow traffic down. You'll see delays. We'll have flights canceled to make sure the system is safe. But we have to be honest, when we have controllers where we have shortages in towers and TRACONs doing two jobs, does it add more risk into the system? Sure it does.
Major airlines like Delta, United, American, and Southwest are now pleading with Congress to end the shutdown and approve funding so federal workers can finally get paid. The most important thing you can do today, though, is vote. Make a plan this morning to get to the polls and vote. For info on these stories and more, go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Miley back in there. Jumbo formation, and there he is. Harrison. What a start to this night for Marvin Harrison Jr.
Marvin Harrison Jr., wide receiver of the Arizona Cardinals, helped his team beat the Dallas Cowboys last night, 27-17 on Monday Night Football. Did you watch the game, Rick Dog?
If you're a Dallas fan and I'm a Dallas fan, we don't have to talk about this.
Same man. But I knew this was going to happen, dog. I thought if Kyler Murray was going to play, we knew I'd say he was going to win anyways. But he didn't play. Jacoby Brissett came out and said, "Hey man, I'm better than y'all." Cowboys
What is going? Is it Super Dave? Yeah, that's what Super Dave said. The defense,
man. It's more than defense, though, man.
It's defense. It's the Cowboys owner who only cares about what? Only cares about money.
Ain't no camaraderie.
He doesn't care about winning anymore.
No camaraderie.
In the 90s, he did. He stopped caring. All he cares about is money.
Yeah, man. Cowboys may not even make the playoffs this year, but I'm just saying, man.
May not.
Highly anticipated boxing match between Jake Paul and Gervonta Tank Davis has been canceled, ladies and gentlemen. It was scheduled for November 15th. Why? Tank Davis accused of assaulting a woman at a strip club. She's a cocktail waitress that allegedly is dating Tank Davis, and obviously, allegedly, he went in there and she claimed that he choked her and he, in between her shifts and all that good stuff. So that fight's been canceled. I was actually getting excited about it, and we'll see what happens there. That's my quick sports report right there. We believe Alfredas is going to be helping the Brat out with the hot spot this morning, right?
Okay.
Absolutely, because the Brat's still kind of healing her voice.
Yeah.
That's coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and this hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's the bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot. Sitting in for the Brat this morning is the one and only Alfredas. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. So the National Museum of African American Music just unveiled a brand new tribute to D'Angelo, celebrating his artistry, his influence, and his soulful impact. Now, the exhibit features personal photos, rare memorabilia, and intimate moments from his life and his career. This emotional unveiling happened the very same day he was laid to rest at a private service in Henrico, Virginia. It was just a beautiful full circle moment for a true musical genius. So finally getting his flowers. Now, shifting gears, Jeezy just broke a Guinness World Record, y'all. Yeah, the Snowman made history with the largest orchestra ever for a hip-hop concert. Listen to this. He hit the Las Vegas stage with a 101-piece band called the Color of Noise Orchestra under the direction of Derek Hodge and Adam Blackstone. This record-breaking moment went down during the second show of his TM 101 Live residency, celebrating 20 years since his debut album, Thug Motivation 101.
Jeezy, today you set a new Guinness World Records title for the largest. Give it up.
Make some noise!
The largest orchestra for a hip hop concert ever in history, honoring.
Yes, sir!
Thug Motivation 101, one of the greatest ever, now etched in the history books as the largest orchestra for a hip-hop concert, is 101 members.
I couldn't have did this tonight without them. Y'all make some noise for yourselves, because if you weren't here tonight, this wouldn't even be happening. But this is amazing. This is what it's about. Staying focused, not paying attention to the noise, and trusting the process, and going with the Most High, man. I love y'all. This is real.
Man, I want to see that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Man.
That'd be super cool.
He's really a good guy.
Yeah.
I like Jeezy.
Love young Jeezy.
That was awesome. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can hit me up on social media at Georgia Alfredas. Coming up, Gary's got the word of the week. That's next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T. B-I-C-T-H.
John. J-O-B.
E-L-G-S-E-S. Eagle!
It's time for Gary's Word of the Week.
And you know this, man.
All right, party people, it is time to expand your vocabulary with the word of the week. Gary's going to provide us with a new definition and explain how to use the word in a sentence. Gary's so happy to have you this morning. And what word will you be expanding our vocabulary with this week?
Well, Rick, I'll say this, honey. Somebody was lazy this week because this week's word is gubernatorial. Huh?
Okay.
Come on now. I got to say that word, boy.
Man.
We are so proud of you. We are so proud of you. I mean, this word was simple, honey. It's an adjective, and it's pronounced gubernatorial. Yeah,
you already said it.
You been studying
right there.
Oh, well, I thought you were supposed to. Oh.
You been studying?
Ricky, honey, now this word, I hadn't seen this word before here, and I mean, I don't know. I know what it means, but I don't know what it means. You know what it means, but you don't know what it means. But anyway,
Not exactly.
Well, you was winning, and now you sliding into defeat.
Keep going, dog.
Yeah, keep going, man.
Well, I heard it. So the definition is relating to a state governor or the office of state governor. Huh? Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to use it in an example. Here's in the sentence. It makes me sad that no African-American person of my orientation could expect to win a gubernatorial race due to the fact that potential voters see me and my sorority brothers in some ways as mentally unstable.
Did you understand the sentence you read?
No, I didn't.
Oh, say it again.
It makes me sad that no African-American person of my orientation could expect to win a gubernatorial. Let me see what gubernatorial mean again. Related to a state governor or the state of office.
So no African-American person of yours could expect to win as a governor.
Oh. Is that what that means?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Because
but
of
you
what?
say you know what it means, but you don't know what it means.
Right. Yeah, because when you heard it and stuff, and you knew it meant something with government, but I didn't know what it meant. But let me read this again. It makes me sad that no African-American person of my orientation could expect to win a gubernatorial, which means they can't expect to win a state or governor office due to the fact that potential voters see me and my sorority brothers in some ways as mentally unstable.
That part. Or your fraternity sisters.
Yeah.
All right, man, that was good. Hey, Gary, we can't even say nothing this morning. You did a real good job for the first time in a long time. Y'all give Gary a round of applause.
Thank you, y'all. I mean, you see, I can understand some things.
Yes, sir. Okay, y'all heard it all, y'all. The word of the week is gubernatorial. And so y'all see if y'all can use that, add that to your conversation this week. Gary, we appreciate that.
And I want to say this to the people that drive, because, people come up to me all the time and say, we be driving and listening. We be learning something new, too. So, we all know what gubernatorial means today.
Yeah, they was talking about it at the Little League football game.
It's the election season.
Little League football game Saturday. They was talking about the word of the week. So thank you for that idea, Gary, and thank you for keeping us informed and expanding everybody's vocabulary.
Yes, you're welcome.
This vote in November is not about the next 4 years. It's about the next 40 years. Let me take you back to Constitution and governance. The President of the United States has the authority to place men and women as judges all across the district courts, the appellate court, and the Supreme Court. In 4 years, Donald Trump has appointed 198 judges to the bench, 2 to the Supreme Court, some 50 plus to appellate court, and the rest to district court. And many of those appointees will sit as justices of judgment for the rest of their lives. So when you don't vote, you don't determine who stands at trial. When you don't vote, you don't get to help determine the judge that sits on the bench. So don't tell me you out here hollering Black Lives Matter if you don't vote. Black lives don't matter to you if you don't vote. When we don't vote, we dismiss ourselves from being part of leveling the playing field of justice in the United States of America.
Realest thing I ever heard.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Gary has the tea and the color of the day, 6 minutes after the hour. Gary, good morning to you.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all remember when we talked about the woman that went to the altar? She didn't have a lot to give, but she was giving her all at Pastor Marvin Winans' church. Well, y'all, now it's being reported, honey, that Pastor Winans' church reportedly, y'all, was empty. They're saying, honey, that it was empty recently for church service. Now, they're saying the Detroit famous pastor, honey, is facing some major backlash. And now, according to members, they say his once-packed church has been noticeably empty in recent weeks. Now, 2 weeks ago, that viral video showed the popular pastor scolding a woman during the service after she donated only $1,200, y'all, instead of the $2,000 that he reportedly asked for. Now, the clip sparked outrage online, with many y'all accusing the pastor of embarrassing the woman publicly and prioritizing money, y'all, over ministry, honey. And, you know, it's just a sad situation out there. Sitting in the video, which circulated widely on TikTok, y'all, shows Pastor Wines addressing a member, later identified her name as Miss Roberta McCoy, and in that footage, y'all, he questioned her for giving less than the amount he requested, y'all, during what church members call a special giving line. Now, the tone of the exchange, y'all, and the fact that it happened, y'all, in front of the congregation immediately caused outrage online. Thousands of users criticized the pastor for what they viewed as prosperity preaching that was gone too far, honey. And, you know, I mean, I don't understand how the church, I mean, why the people wouldn't go to the church. Allegedly, church was empty because of that. I mean, you know, you could just give what you could give. And
it's just bad press for the ministry. You know, when you get that out there, stuff like that out on the internet. And then right before that, he had an issue where he demonized, if that's the correct word, all Greeks. He doomed everybody that's a member of the Divine Nine pretty much to hell. Oh, so when you got people like Fred Hammond, that's a Sigma, and you got Erica Campbell, that's an AKA, and, you know what I'm saying, you got all of these gospel singers and probably a percentage of your membership that's Greeks. That caused a lot of controversy. And then on top of that came the other controversy with the money. So when your church is just getting a lot of controversy or whatever, that's when you have to sit down and have a conversation with the pastor, or you have to do things to rebuild your ministry. You know, positive things in the community, serving the homeless, serving the poor, to try to get your name in your ministry, you know, built back up.
Some of these pastors need to just get back to preaching the word and stop being so judgmental and trying to be, you know, dictate people's lives. You know what I'm saying? Just preach the word and kind of stick to that, and stay out of trouble.
But what I don't understand, though, with everybody, I mean, if he's a preacher, it's evidently that the Lord told him to say this. So if the Lord told him to say this... No, the Lord don't tell a lot of the preachers to say that stuff. Because I know I done got preached on a few times at my old home church, and I know doggone well God didn't wake him up and said to talk about one of your members that's trying to help you real bad and make him feel embarrassed and give him church hurt or whatever. I was traumatized by that. That was embarrassing, one of the most embarrassing moments of my whole life. So now God, they'll say that God put that because thus said the Lord
on their heart, but God loved you also. So why would God have me wake up in the morning and go sit up under a roof to get preached on when I'm only trying to go to serve Him?
But that's when the pastors let their ego get in the way of.
Oh my God!
Of what their mission is supposed to be, because that
can write
nothing to do with nothing.
I can write a whole book on church hurt. You know what I'm saying? I had a real bad experience or whatever. So I just hate stuff like that. Because, man, people be suffering. They be going through grief. They be going through depression. And they come into church, you know, for healing. And they want to give because they want to be blessed. And they're having a lot of bad experiences. So that's why you have a deacon board and a trustee board. Somebody that can pull the pastor and keep everything in check, like a mayor have, a city council, president have, Congress. You know, but when you're in a situation where there's no deacons and no trustees, and somebody can sit the pastor down and have a conversation with him about certain stuff like that, then a lot of integrity is, going out the window.
It's funny, though. This might not have nothing to do much, but I was a faithful Oprah watcher, and I never get Oprah said, one day a lady came up to her and said, the Lord told me to tell you to give me $1,000. And Oprah said, well, baby, he hadn't told me that yet, and I know him just as well as you do. So when he tells me...
I like that.
Right.
And I love that. I'll never forget that.
I've been using that for years. Yeah. I said, well, when he tell me, I'll let you know.
Exactly. So there you have it. So, but anyway, thus said the Lord. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is powder pink. On the high end, you say powder pink, and on the low end, just say beautiful pink. And you know, that's a beautiful fall color, too.
That's a beautiful fall color. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. If you would. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your wake-up call. Get at me, 8669 RICKY. Here we go.
Good morning. This is Sabrina calling from Tampa. I would like to wake up my family and especially my grandson, Demarie. Wake up, wake up, wake up. We love you, Ricky.
Love you.
Hey, this is Jeremy. I listen to you guys online every single morning. I love you so much. America, wake up, wake up, wake up!
Hey, Ricky, this is Lonnie Smothers calling from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Just want to give a wake-up call to my family. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yes, this is Eric from Orlando, Florida, and I'm ready for Black Tony to wake up, wake up, wake up.
He on the way. He on the way, big dog.
When you at Richmond, wake up. And Little Rock, wake up. Hey, Tulsa, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Flint, wake up. In Toledo, wake up. Des Moines, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, y'all. Hey, appreciate the wake-up calls, man. We love y'all back. Beyonce, what you got coming up next?
Listen, before you buy anything else on your phone or laptop, you need to change this one setting, and it could save you thousands of dollars. I got the details coming up in Techie Tuesday. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Techie Tuesday. We got the one and only Beyonce, Alowishus. Good morning, Beyonce.
Good morning, Ricky. All right. Now, please don't be like Ricky in this scenario because you just went and recently bought some TVs, and you want to go and purchase TVs and certain items when it's that season sale, right? So this is why we have Techie Tuesday, and we tell you, don't just randomly go to a store when it's not seasonal shopping.
Yeah, I went in Best Buy, man. I called Beyonce and cussed her out. What did you talk about on the radio this morning?
I told you to go over the summer during prime sale. You went 2 or 3 weeks after, so you're not going to get the deal.
Really?
Yes. So don't be like Ricky. Go when there's sales on. And right now, Black Friday sales have already begun. So this is when you start watching all the ads, you sign up and everything. So right now, this is the cheapest I've ever seen the AirTags. 4-pack for $65 if you need them. I keep them on my keys. It helps me find my keys all the time. If you're looking to upgrade to a new iPhone 17, you can actually get a brand new one for free at T-Mobile, and also Boost Mobile are offering free with new lines of service, so great time to get it. So again, it's all about watching the apps. There's even an HP Chrome at Best Buy for $234. So the deals are out there. This is when you start making your Christmas list and you start getting alerts, your shopping alerts for the things that you're looking for. That's what I like to do. I make my list now. I put my Google alerts, and so that way when it goes on sale, I make sure I get the best deal. Now, I don't know. Have you guys ever heard of surveillance pricing?
No.
Okay, so what it is on your phone, when you go to a website, it'll say, do you accept cookies? This is the problem. The cookies, and you're going into public browsing mode. Well, what they're doing now, companies, all the big name companies, they're using your personal information to determine what you like to buy, and they're changing the prices of I'm not today. I'm just not. So they're changing the prices of what?
I was thinking about all the people on my 600-pound list. But how can you get cookies on your phone?
You know what, sir?
They all looking for that app right now, boy.
Oh my God!
So wrong.
They are looking for that app.
Move the copy away.
Move the copy away.
You can get some cookies on your phone.
No more Maxwell House for you.
What is that?
So you can go there out and get some cookies on your phone. I promise she said it on the radio. She said it on the radio. Looking for that app with them cookies on.
Listen, let me try to save you some money real quick before this goes so far. Please. So a lot of the big name people, they're going to stop putting prices on stuff, right?
Oh, really?
Because
I don't like that.
They're going to judge it based on your pricing. So have you ever looked for an airline flight and you've seen it one price and then you go back later on and you're like, well, how did it go up $200?
Yeah.
Because they know that you're looking at the price based off these cookies and your browsing data. So what you need to do is
Now I can't stop when you say cookies. I can't stop thinking about that.
What you need to do is make sure you clear the cookies out of your browsing history. So if you're using Safari, if you're using Chrome,
You eat the cookies then?
You delete the cookies.
Is there some sugar cookies on them? Oatmeal cookies on.
Now they're gonna be on the plane, man, because they said on the radio that y'all was serving cookies on the flight.
I'm finna file a lawsuit. She said there were cookies on here. Ain't no cookies on here.
I'm about to give up.
Don't give up.
So, what the best purpose to do is make sure you go to your browsing history, delete the cookies, and then also before you even start shopping, make sure you
eat.
Delete, not eat. There you go, Roxy. And then you also use incognito mode, so you're browsing in you're browsing invisibly, so they can't see you. They can't keep up with your information. So again, go to your settings, use incognito mode, and then also make sure you delete the cookies. And you'll be able to get those, and they won't be able to check your browsing history as much. And then also, quickly, for everybody out there, there's a new camera on your toilet. It's great. It's called the decoder.
Wait a minute. Now, what is that? What is that to see?
See, if you pay attention. But Kohler has debuted the decoder. Now, what it does is it hooks onto your actual toilet, and it will analyze your stool and your waste. And so it'll send the results to your phone. So it can detect blood. It can detect, if you're dehydrated. It can detect all these different medical things that are going on with you.
Beyonce, that's really good right there.
It is.
That's some good technology for real.
It is.
Because you have to poop in the box and send it in.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yep.
So this is in your toilet. So it literally sits on the toilet and it analyzes your waste, and it will send the results to your phone. And people are concerned, I don't want it to see me going to the bathroom. Well, it doesn't. There's a guarantee it doesn't watch you going. The camera is in the actual toilet, and it looks at what your waste looks like, and it can tell what's going on with you. And so it sends alerts to you based on that. So very, very cool. Now, it does cost $600, but it's worth the investment in your health. And then there's a $70 annual fee that you have to pay. But it's called the Dakota, keyword decode.
That could pretty much save some lives for real.
Absolutely. So for these and other stories, you can follow me at Beyonce ATL, or make sure you go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. But my Instagram is
Beyonce, let me know when them toilets go on sale that wash you up after you like with Brat, Brat got.
I will.
Brat got a computerized toilet. I'm trying to put a business on the radio, but when you use the bathroom over Brat house, you don't have to take no shower. That damn thing wash you up.
That's cute.
Come on.
It's a smart toilet, so very cool.
You ain't going to have no skid marks in your drawers.
All right, sir. Beyonce.
Follow me at Beyonce ATL for these stories and more.
No
your drawers,
highways.
Your drawers looking like you slid in first base.
Yeah.
All right, Rickey Smiley the Morning Show, the call-in sick hotline. Who is this?
But ain't nobody sick. I'm upset right now. I'm real upset right now. Upset right now. About to go off up in here. About to hurt somebody up in the house. But I swear, oh God, boy. What these folks trying me this money, boy?
Black.
What? These folks trying me this money, son.
Okay.
You're these kids, man.
You're not coming to work?
No, I ain't going. I'm coming, but I got to go to Kroger first. I got to go, man. Damn.
What's that Kroger, dog?
Damn, son.
Come on, man.
Get a big man. He man.
Black.
What?
Calm down.
Sorry, I'm looking in the damn box. Okay, sorry, I don't do nothing but just try to do right and try to take care of them folks in their house. But my nephew, no. I swear for God, but it's gonna be, boy.
Okay, well, see, man, if you come to work, man, to get your
I
money.
heard them in the kitchen last night. I knew they was up to something. I knew something was going on. And I said, hey, what y'all doing in there? They told me, we ain't doing that, We just get ready for school in the morning.
What happened?
I get in here this morning, so they know I get up early. They know what I do every morning, so they know that I like to give me a big bowl of Fruit Loop in the morning. Before I come to work, I like to give me a big bowl of Fruit Loop. That's what I eat for breakfast.
Right.
And they know we can't get no more Fruit Loop because my grandma's food stamp card is empty, so. Yeah. And they know we can't get no more damn Fruit Loop. And then, how about they done took all the damn red and purple Fruit Loops out the damn bag? Who the hell eat Fruit Loop just the yellow and the green? Hell no, son.
I'm with you, dog.
Who eat just yellow and green Fruit Loops? They done took all the damn red and purple Fruit Loops out the damn box. I'm talking about, I got the box right here.
So basically, you got some Oregon color.
I feel you, Black Tony.
I had to eat yellow and green Fruit Loops. I done poured up the damn whole box. I'm looking in the damn bowl. Ain't nothing but yellow and green. Man, hell no, son.
You got a bowl of Supersonics.
Oh, my God.
I can relate. My cousin used to eat all the blue crunch berries off the Captain Crunch.
My cousin eating some damn Apple Jacks. Hell.
Yeah, take all of the marshmallows out of the Lucky Charms, man. That'd be wrong, bro.
Yeah, dog. That's messed up, dog. I'm with you, Black Tony.
But is that a reasonable excuse not to come to work, though?
Yeah, because I can't start my day without my Fruit Loops, Shawty.
Yeah.
And now I got to wait to Kroger open up Pancake finna bring me some money over here. I said, Shawty, bring me $10 so I can go to the store and get me another box of damn Fruit Loops. Because they done went, man, they at school. I sent them a damn text talking about where all the damn purple and red Fruit Loops, and they gonna send me back some damn laughing emoji on the phone. Man,
wait a minute, they did what?
They gonna send me some damn laughing emoji on the damn phone.
Oh yeah, what did you say?
I said, what a damn purple and red Fruit Loop? They just gonna send me as a LOL. I'm about to beat y'all ass, y'all.
Wait a minute, Rock.
So Black Tony, they had to pour all the cereal on the table and get all them colors out and then scrape it back in the box, right?
Got you.
Go through them like they pinto beans and pick them out.
Oh, my God.
This vote in November is not about the next 4 years. It's about the next 40 years. Let me take you back to Constitution and governance. The President of the United States has the authority to place men and women as judges all across the district courts, the appellate court, and the Supreme Court. In 4 years, Donald Trump has appointed 198 judges to the bench, 2 to the Supreme Court, some 50 plus to appellate court, and the rest to district court. And many of those appointees will sit as justices of judgment for the rest of their lives. So when you don't vote, you don't determine who stands at trial. When you don't vote, you don't get to help determine the judge that sits on the bench. So don't tell me you out here hollering Black Lives Matter if you don't vote. Black lives don't matter to you if you don't vote. When we don't vote, we dismiss ourselves from being part of leveling the playing field of justice in the United States of America.
All right, y'all, today is election day, so y'all make sure y'all get out and vote. Local elections matter, and they got a gubernatorial election going on in Virginia. So y'all make sure y'all get out and vote. Gary, what you got coming up next?
Hold it.
You think the man made that song?
I wanna hip you to the
I like Clemson.
It's Gary, baby.
So ain't nobody. So they ain't gonna get canceled for talking about let's go get some watermelon and climb trees.
Yeah. Never even
Peaceful afternoon.
thought of it.
What were you
I ain't
bringing up?
never noticed that special case.
I never noticed it until 3 seconds ago when you said it.
Okay,
Well, I noticed
let's go get some watermelon and climb trees.
I hope the man didn't make him make that song. That's what you kind of wonder about.
Hey, Dave, can y'all bleep that out, please?
Oh, man.
Please,
This whole song, you want it out?
No, just go back.
Just that
I know
part.
we're gonna play the song again. Just put I need to have the beeping noise. Let's go get some watermelon and climb trees.
Super Dave laughing like he ain't never did that.
Right.
Every Sunday.
I just don't like that in the song. It just, you
Very
sit there-
racial.
Imagine all the people driving to work and they got white people in the car with them. Let's get some watermelon and
Carpooling.
climb trees.
That's what
And
they
white
do
people
it
talking about
all
like,
along.
yeah, I like that song. Gary, what you got this morning?
Oh, my God.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. 50 years. He's 50 years old, y'all. Tay Diggs, and he is speaking out, y'all. He said he is still looking for love, y'all. And he said he will never give up. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Tay
Better go to
Diggs...
Dallas.
Yeah, he said he'll never give up looking for his one true love now that he is 54, y'all, and single. Now, the Brown Sugar Star discussed his life, y'all, as a single man while promoting his new Lifetime movie, His, Hers, and Ours. Now, the handsome actor is...
It's 19-1 in Dallas. That ain't
Yeah,
no,
19,
I'm
but
talking about hard working, beautiful, like it's 19-1 in the DF Dub. I ain't lying about that now.
Well, it depends on what he's looking for, and I'll get to that soon. He said it's just different, honey. He said, I am older now, and I have certain boundaries, and my tastes have changed, and my patience is low. I can barely use my phone as it is. He said, now I have to use it to communicate with someone of the opposite sex. So when do you text back? How long do you wait? Monosyllabic, I never heard that word.
Syllabic.
Monosyllabic. Monosyllabic answers. I just don't know, honey. It's been an interesting trip. But let me tell you something, honey. When he was married to that white woman, he found love. And when she left him after all those doggone years, honey, he was playing around, y'all, with April Jones. You know, she's the baby mama of Omarion's children. He played with her for years and stuff, so he had love, but he didn't want love. So it depends on what kind of love he wants. Do you want love from an African American or from a non-African American? Because it's easy to find a beautiful black woman out there, Mr. Tay Diggs. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And hopefully that, you know, he finds the love that he's looking for at 54 years old. All right? Moving on, honey. In other celebrity news, this is a touching story. This is a feel-good story, Ricky. It's being reported out that Brandy and Ray J reunited on stage, y'all, during the Boy Is Mine tour in Atlanta. Now they're saying Brandy and her brother Ray J reunited this past weekend recently, honey, on stage at the Boy Is Mine tour. Now the reunion took place, y'all, in front of a nearly sold out, y'all, State Farm Arena. Now fans cheered when Brandy and Ray J embraced on the stage. Now, earlier this year, remember, Ray J opened up about being, y'all, the black sheep of the family and how it affected his relationship with his beautiful sister. He said, quote, "I love my sister, but I am an embarrassment to them." He said during an episode, honey, of a podcast. He said, "I never want to be accepted, honey." He said, "I just feel like I'm an embarrassment." And Ray J said the tension, y'all, put distance between himself, Brandy, and, y'all, his beautiful niece, y'all, Syria. That's Brandy's daughter. So Ricky, bringing me to thinking about this. That's probably why the Rickey Smiley show didn't last.
Why? What they got to do?
Because Ray J probably was an embarrassment to it, maybe. Do you think he brought an embarrassment to the show? That
No, Ray J brought a good vibe.
He's a good actor.
He's a great actor. Our sitcom ran for 2 years, and it was 2 seasons, and we had a great time.
2 seasons.
I don't think that. Gary, don't turn this into.
I can take some shade.
For sure.
Failures. Don't turn that into that now. I thought you was talking about Ray J and Brandon getting
Well,
together.
I mean, but
now, why
I
you
just
gonna turn
thought
it on
about-
me just because at least I had a season or something?
Yeah, but I just thought because Ray J was on it and something, he said that he was an embarrassment, and I thought maybe that probably affected y'all residuals too, why y'all don't get that many and stuff. So, you know, I just was wondering.
This is real shady, Gary.
No, that's not shady.
We get checks from Zimbabwe and Kenya. They showing it's the #1. It's a hit in Africa.
It's a hit, but dog, hell, the checks, the money they take to print those $2 on the check, they could have just go ahead and give it to you. That's those $2 residual checks, baby. That wasn't Dish Nation ones. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But we loved them. We loved y'all, and congratulations. I'm glad that Ray J and his beautiful sister Brandy are definitely back together. In my quick for free story, y'all, let's continue to pray, y'all, for Toni Braxton. It's been reported, y'all, they're saying that Toni Braxton got to be bleaching. They say because she's looking lighter than ever before. But people got to realize, they say TV cameras change the way you look on TV and stuff, and she's definitely not bleaching, they say, but she's looking different shades from what she looked initially coming out when she was, you know, Toni Braxton, before she became the icon Toni Braxton. But I think she still looked the same myself. And I do remember growing up, my mama used to use Noxzema at night on her face and stuff, but it wasn't a bleaching cream.
I used to use it too.
Yeah.
What does Noxzema do?
It moisturizes your skin and makes your skin look pretty. What did it do for you, Alfredas?
It was just kind of clarifying. It makes your face tingle a little bit.
Yeah. What you say, Special K?
I use it every day.
It's a cleanser, right?
Yeah, it's a cleanser.
Yeah. Make your face feel real clean.
Yeah.
So you know, so that's what you know. So people trying to say this girl bleaching, but you know they always try to say African American women be bleaching and stuff like that. But I don't believe that. Honey, Toni Braxton has always been a beautiful young lady. She and all her beautiful sisters. So y'all just leave it alone. Makeup changes a look. You could put light skin makeup and
she could be getting like laser treatments.
Yep, all it. I use alcohol on my face.
You use alcohol?
Yeah, alcohol is good. It cleans your skin, Ricky. My mom used to make us use alcohol to clean our faces and behind our ears growing up.
Well, you need to put some on that double chin. You need to get you a bra.
You bastard!
Face bra.
Doggone it. Where?
Right there. Can't strap off one of them old school football helmets.
Baby, y'all look, I can't curse on radio. I would let y'all have it, honey. The color today, honey, is one of my favorites.
With a T.
Oh my gosh.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 25 after the hour, y'all. Today is a big day. It's election day for several states across the country, and it's an off-year election, which means that neither a presidential election nor a midterm election will take place. So this election is covering local, state legislation, governor's races, mayoral elections, ballot measures and referendums. So, and back with us this morning to talk about why you need to get out and vote is our good friend and political commentator, Roland Martin. Roland, what up?
Hey, Ricky, what's happening?
Man, happy to have you this morning. Roland, lay it down for everybody because everybody's, a lot of people are having elections all over the country. Tell them what they need to know.
Right. There are 190 different elections happening around the state. So let's take Georgia. You've got 2 seats on the Georgia Public Commission, Georgia's Utility Commission. That deals with the folks who set the utility rates. And so if you're concerned about your energy prices, your electric bills, guess what? Those Georgia Public Service Commission races, you need to be voting. In Pennsylvania, you've got 3 Supreme Court retention races. The Republicans have been angry at the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, has been ruling against them on voting measures. And so those 3 critical Supreme Court races are there. You got the DA race, Larry Krasner, in Philadelphia as well. You got mayoral elections taking place today in Detroit. Could Detroit get its first black female mayor with Mary Sheffield? She's running there. You got a mayoral race in Seattle as well. You've got gubernatorial races, statewide races in Virginia. Abigail Spanberger versus Winston Sears. You've got Jay Jones, who's trying to become the first black attorney general in Virginia. That's a critical race as well. House Democrats in Virginia. If the Democrats win more seats tonight in Virginia, Don Scott, who is the first black Speaker of the House in Virginia, he remains a Speaker of the House. I know Don well. He's a fraternity brother, Texas A&M. He plays the same chapter, and so he's the first black Speaker of the House there. Democrats already control the Senate. The Senate pro tem is Louise Lucas, a black woman. She also controls the money in the Senate as well. So that's a huge election that's happening there as well. You've got the mayoral race, Zohran Mamdani versus Andrew Cuomo in New York City. Then you also, of course, you've got in Texas 17 constitutional measures on the ballot. Let's go to Mississippi. You've got some special elections there. The federal courts ordered Mississippi to redraw their lines, and so you have an opportunity to pick up some black districts, black wins there in Mississippi as well. Again, you've got different races, Ricky, for DA, for sheriff, for county exec, for school board, for city council. And so people need to understand that we are more impacted by local politicians than really what's happening in Washington, D.C. You can't complain about what's happening with your roads, what's happening with school boards, what's happening with criminal justice if we're not voting in school board races, voting for the district attorney as well. And so if you're listening to us right now, listen, check, see if there's an election in your city, and make sure you go to the polls to vote. You also have a gubernatorial race in New Jersey as well. And so all of these are critical. We can't just say, well, the presidential matters, or the U.S. Senate matters, or the U.S. House matters. All elections matter. Everybody listening right now, there is no part of your life where government does not impact you in some way.
Wow, thank you for saying that. I appreciate you saying that. So are there any key races that can make an immediate impact on Washington?
Well, first of all, remember, they all can, because I'll tell you the perfect example. If Jay Jones is elected as the Attorney General in Virginia, then he will join the other attorneys generals, and several of them who are black, who are suing the Trump administration on various issues. So you got black attorney generals right now in Minnesota, in Nevada, in Illinois, in Massachusetts. I know I'm leaving somebody out, trust me. So that's the case. Right now, the Republican Attorney General, he is hardcore MAGA. He is not suing the Trump administration when it comes to SNAP benefits, when it comes to so many issues affecting the state. And so that's one that could be impacted right there as well. Also, when you talk about gubernatorial races, Trump has sent National Guard into Memphis because the Republican governor in Tennessee let him. Well, you've got Jack Ciattarelli, who is running in New Jersey. He's saying, I will gladly let them in. I'll gladly let ICE in and do what they want, whereas Mikey Sherrill is saying that's not going to be the case. You've got the black woman, Lieutenant Governor of Virginia, Winsome Sears, who's hardcore MAGA, versus Abigail Spanberger, who says, I'm not working with Trump. So you have those races right there, again, where you have an impact. And so that's what we have to understand, how those state races, those statewide races, also has an impact. You've got the federal government shut down. You've got various rules, the various administrative procedures that they're not doing. And you have state officials, local officials, who are fighting the federal government on your behalf. And so that's what we gotta not ignore these statewide and local races.
Hey, Roland, man, I hate to say this, man, but there's still a lot of people out there that feel like their vote doesn't matter. And it's
That's a lie.
And they feel like it's not important if there are no major races on their ballot. So what do you have to say to them?
So you're listening right now.
They're crazy.
You're listening right now. You say my vote don't count. Well, if you care about the school, about education, how does your vote not count in the school board race? And here's the whole deal. As Trayvon Martin's mother, Sabrina, she ran for a seat in Miami. She lost by less than 400 votes. Y'all, less than 400 votes. She would have been on the county commission when she ran in the primary. Sherry Beasley, when she ran for the Supreme Court justice seat in North Carolina in 2018, she lost by 401 votes. That Supreme Court is now controlled by Republicans 5-2. You have racists, Kimberly Pope Adams in Petersburg. Why they got to vote there? She lost 2 years ago by 53 votes.
Yeah, sure did.
You got to understand this it is nonsense. It is BS to say my vote does not matter. If your vote does not matter, why are they working so hard to keep you from voting? If your vote doesn't matter, why are they changing the voting rules? Why do they want to get rid of ballot drop boxes? Why do they want to get rid of... Right now, in Maine, 61% of the elderly vote early. Republicans are trying to get rid of absentee voting in Maine. They don't. So again, if voting doesn't matter, why are they trying to stop it? There's a guy named Paul Weyrich, who is the founder of one of the founders of the Moral Majority. He's the founder of the Heritage Foundation. He spoke at a convention in Dallas in 1981 where he said, Rick, I'll send you the clip when I get done. He said, we don't want everyone voting.
Right.
No. So we have got to stop this nonsense, because if black people, I need black people to understand something, and young people to understand something, to realize that your vote matters. You cannot say, well, you know what, but my vote don't matter. Well, guess what? I know the folks who are voting, the folks who don't want you to vote. So it's amazing how they're voting and you're not. If you want power, if you want to control policy, if you want to change things, voting is one of the ways to do it. I am not saying that voting is the be-all to end-all, but I will say this here. Those who do vote are the ones who use power. Those who don't vote are the ones who have no power. This is the equivalent of being in a dark room and there's a lamp sitting right there, and if you don't plug it up, you're going to stay in the dark. But if you plug it up, you're going to have some light.
Hey, Roland, hold that thought. Can you come back and do another break with us, y'all? I'm Roland. Okay. All right, y'all. Hey, listen, y'all, if you have any questions, y'all can hit us up, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. All right, y'all, more Roland Martin coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Today is the election day, and we are encouraging everyone to make sure you get out and vote. We got Roland Martin. He is back with us today to address all of your misconceptions and why it's so important to vote in local elections. Y'all hit us up if you have any questions or comments for Roland Martin, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Before we go to the calls, Special K, what were you going to ask?
Well, Roland, you pretty much addressed what I was going to ask regarding low voter turnout in these local elections and how important it is and some of the consequences of people not voting in these local races.
Yeah, I mean, look, people have to understand something. You get the elected representatives based upon the people who actually vote. And I was in Virginia Beach in Chesapeake yesterday for 2 different shows, and there was a guy who was a delegate out of Chesapeake. He said he almost drowned twice when he was a kid. He said, yet in Chesapeake, they never had a public pool for black kids to be able to learn how to swim. 50 years they tried to get one. When he was on the city council, they wouldn't fund it. Yet when he got into the General Assembly, the state legislature, because he was on the Appropriations Committee, he put the money in the budget for them to build a pool, a public pool for black kids in Chesapeake. I know somebody may say, well, I mean, that's a pool. Okay, but the point is, that's how it got built. If you want a stop sign, a stoplight, a speed bump, that's government. You can't just go out and put it up yourself. If you say, man, you know what, we need more funding for mental health, where do you think that comes from? You might have it through the school district. It might come from City Hall. It might come from county government. It might come from the state legislature. That's how that happens. If all of a sudden you say, you know what, we need mental health counselors to be going on these calls with police as opposed to having cops and somebody end up dying. Well, guess what? Government funds that. Oh, you know what? You're concerned about your utility rates in Georgia. Guess who controls the setting of the utility rates? The Public Service Commission. See, people got to understand there's nothing in your life that government doesn't address in some way, which means you want people in office. Oh, you care about SNAP benefits? You want folks in office who are not trying to cut food for poor people, but who want to make sure that poor people are able to eat. That's why you have to vote.
Right. All right, Roland, let's go to the phones. 866-9-RICKY, you on with Roland Martin. Good morning.
Okay, my name is Anita, and I'm calling from Chapel Hill. And I want to ask Roland to explain why it's important to have faith when you go to the voting booth and you keep it with you and the ways of that.
I'm sorry, she said have what?
Faith.
What is
She wants you to have faith when you go to vote.
Well, remember, the Bible said faith without works is dead. So if you don't put in the work, you can pray for something. You can pray things get better, but you have a responsibility to also do something about that. And so people need to understand that one election is not going to magically change everything in your community, in your life. But we have to chip away at that thing in every single election. And I'm telling you, and here's the other piece. The election is the end of one process and the beginning of another. So we want everybody to go out and vote today. But you know what we want you to do tomorrow? That is put pressure on the same folk to do what they said they were going to do during the campaign.
All right, y'all, we're Roland Martin. Good morning.
My name is Dee from Texas, and my question to Roland Martin is, can he explain the propositions on the Texas ballot?
All right, so there are 17 constitutional amendments that are on the ballot, all right? And so there are a number of groups out there that have actually pulled those things together, and you can understand, you can make out a sample ballot in Texas where you can go through the propositions and you can bring that sample ballot into the booth. And I'll tell you, my mom and dad, they vote every election. My dad sent me a text. He said there were 17 constitutional amendments. He said me and your mom voted for all for except 3 or 4. But again, you can pull up Legal Women Voters, other groups that make recommendations on that, and you can carry your sample ballot in, and you can vote accordingly. But those 17 constitutional amendments mean that if they are approved, then those go into the Texas Constitution, and they can't be changed by the legislature. And so you should Google right now, and there are nonpartisan groups that have given a breakdown on those constitutional amendments in Texas.
You know where I went? I went to USA.gov, and they've got some great. I pulled up a sample for Texas's propositions, and I was able to see everything. So,
yeah, that will explain to you what each one of those amendments will actually do.
Right.
Hey, Roland, thank you so much for joining us. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Folks, listen, we're going to have a live election special tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern to midnight, youtube.com/Roland S. Martin. You can also download the Black Star Network app. And so we're going to be breaking these things down. We're going to have guests from all around the country talking about these issues. It's going to be the blackest election night coverage. So y'all can skip CNN, MSNBC, Fox, and all the rest of them people. And y'all can come check out Roland Martin Unfiltered and the Black Star Network. And
I love it.
We're gonna have all black, y'all. We're gonna be blacker than black. Y'all ain't gotta guess when the black folks come on. We're gonna have more than 30 different guest experts on the show tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern to midnight. Go to my YouTube channel and the Black Star Network app. We also on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Xbox, Twitch. We're on all those platforms too.
Hey, man, it is an absolute pleasure to have you on this morning, Roland. I've been watching your videos and getting information all through the night. Every time I woke up, I was on your videos. And I really appreciate you coming on, informing everybody, let everybody know what's going on. Roland Martin, thank you so much, man. Hey, yes, sir, y'all. Roland Martin, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
All right, so a little morality test here. So if you found a $20 bill on the floor of the break room at work, would you pocket it? Yes. Now, what about if you found everybody's pay in your account? So a factory worker in Russia, a factory worker in Russia is being sued by his company because he mistakenly received all his co-workers' paychecks in his account. Now, that came out to about $87,000, and he's refusing to return it. Now, the company says that there was a software glitch and that he's not entitled to the money. The total was supposed to be paid out among 34 employees. The man says he did, quote, his own research online and found out that if it's a billing error, he's obligated to return it. But if it's a technical error, it's his call whether he wants to return it or not. So naturally, that's what he claims it was, a technical error.
Well, how much time you think he got before he can go just find him another job and keep the money?
That's what I was saying.
I'm not saying that that's what I would do. I'm just asking.
Yeah, that part. Well, it happened a little while back, and in the first of 2 rounds of court cases, the courts have sided with the company. But now the man has appealed to the Supreme Court, Russia's Supreme Court, and they've agreed to take a look at it. So, what would you do in this situation? It's a test of morality.
Like Ricky just said, yes, it's a test of morality. But think about it, $87,000. I mean, I would make that in 4 years. So, I would.
That's about $2,500 per employee with 34 employees.
Yeah.
Come on now.
But you know what? If he moved to America, Americans probably love him. He might as well move over here. He's Russian. Come on.
He could have a job in the Trump administration.
That's a lot of money, honey. Nothing is promised, honey. So you might as well go ahead and keep your $87,000, honey.
No, honestly, I couldn't even, if I found $20 in the break room, I wouldn't keep it because...
What?
Me either.
I wouldn't keep
How
that.
would you lie? Boy,
come on.
No, I wouldn't keep that because I kind of know everybody that's walking around. So if it was a new job and I ain't know nobody, that's different.
If it was an old job, I would keep it. If I found 20 on the doggone ground, that's too bad. You lost.
In the break room, Gary?
Talking about $20, y'all be sitting up here eating folks' food out of the refrigerator in the break room.
That part.
No thanks.
Yeah, sit up there and y'all got mad at me when I had that damn hibachi and I told y'all I had every last one of them rice counted. Every last one of them damn rice that came with my hibachi. I sat down and counted every last one of them damn rices. And if anybody mess with them, I promise you, I'm going to put a damn camera in that refrigerator. We're going to find out.
Well, we got cameras every damn where else, and they found who's eating the food.
I'm going to put a Ring camera in the refrigerator, in the break room.
Well, who do you think, Ricky? Who do you think is doing it?
3,276 rices.
He said rices.
I count them. Because they are rices when you count them individually.
Right. And rice is the only thing that you eat 2,000 of at one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, all together they rice, but individually they rices. They've been counted.
I don't think so.
So count your rices.
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 24 minutes after the hour, y'all got you. I'm sorry.
I can't with y'all.
I can't think straight. Wait a minute. Look, stop the music, Look, hey, I want to apologize because that was so unprofessional. Because when you play that drop right there, Rita's supposed to be doing the new, but we just got to talk about something. We'll talk about it.
Awesome. You want me to do news after thinking about the conversation we just had?
Wait a minute. Okay, let's do this.
Okay, let's gather ourselves.
Let's do the news right here, and then since Brat not at work today, instead of doing a hot spot, we're about what we can't stop laughing at, because something's wrong with everybody in this room, everybody that's listening to us on the radio. Please, y'all, try to be more professional. Start the thing over, and then I'm gonna go into the news without laughing. Go ahead, do it again.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 25 after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Alfredas, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Tuesday, November 4th, Election Day. Here is what's going on in the news. Former Vice President Dick Cheney has passed away at 84. He served under 4 presidents as chief of staff, congressman, defense secretary, and eventually vice president under Bush, and shaped policy for decades. To supporters, Cheney was a strategist and a tough defender of U.S. security after 9/11. But to critics, he embodied Washington's darker side, driving the Iraq war on claims that Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction, which actually turned out to be fake news. Critics say that war cost countless lives and destabilized the Middle East for years to come. Cheney's also remembered for defending harsh torture tactics like waterboarding and blurring the line between national defense and big business with his Halliburton ties, something Trump is accused of doing as well. But Cheney was no fan of the president.
There has never been an individual who is a greater threat to our republic than Donald Trump. He tried to steal the last election using lies and violence to keep himself in power after the voters had rejected him. He is a coward. A real man wouldn't lie to his supporters. He lost his election, and he lost big.
Shut up, because they stole the election in 2000.
Well, love him or hate him, Ricky.
Don't forget how y'all stole.
And 2004.
Absolutely. So I understand what he's saying about Donald Trump, but damn it, Bush stole the election in 2000, and I'll never forget it, from Al Gore. And they cheated with some votes. It was one of the states with John, when he ran against John Kerry.
Florida.
So
Don't forget he orchestrated the
Florida.
Iraq war, which killed millions of innocent people that didn't have to die.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, speaking of voting, today is the day Americans can show the administration just what we think. Now, just because there are no presidential or congressional races on the ballot, there is still plenty at stake. Off-year elections decide who runs your city, your county, and even your state. We're talking governors in some states, mayors, school boards, judges, and local ballot measures. The folks who make the day-to-day decisions that actually hit home, like school funding, taxes, public safety, housing, you name it. So don't sit this one out. These local choices shape the policies and priorities you're going to feel long before the next national election rolls around. And make no mistake, the results in your state can send a message to D.C. about where voters stand. Political leaders watch off-year elections very closely to see which way the country is leaning, and that can shape national conversations and priorities. So make a plan, go before work, during lunch, or head out a little bit early. But remember, there's no federal law that guarantees paid time off to vote. Some states do give you that right, though, and many even pay you for your time. So check your state's rules. You can find your polling place and see what's on your ballot at USA.gov. That's where I grabbed my sample ballot. Make sure your voice counts where it matters most. Vote today. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Back in there. Jumbo formation, and there he is. Harrison. What a start to this night for Marvin Harrison Jr.
Marvin Harrison Jr., man, wide receiver of the Arizona Cardinals last night, pretty much went off on the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys lose again, 27-17. Did you watch this game, Rick?
No, I started watching it, but I go to bed early.
You didn't miss nothing, dog.
Yeah, I know. I already knew what was going to happen.
Cowboys just, man, I don't even think they're going to make the playoffs this year. I'm just saying.
When I saw Jerry his hair, the Cowboys going to lose.
Wait a minute.
When Jerry Jones have his hair together, the Cowboys win by 3. But when he just rolled out of bed and put on a suit, and he be looking like Jason from Friday the 13th.
Jason Voorhees?
No. I mean the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. When he put that mask on, that's when they ass gonna lose. I ain't lying. I'm not lying. I've been correct on that one all year. I've been saying that for years.
Hey, man, let's move over to college football real fast, man. The rankings out there. Listen, Alabama done creeped back up to number 4, man. I know you feel pretty good about that. Ohio State's number 1.
Big game coming up against LSU.
Yes, sir.
You know, them players going to play hard for that black coach that they got.
Yes, sir. But I'm going to tell you right now, man, y'all better start paying attention to Indiana. Indiana, they number 2. They playing some real good football. I'm going to go ahead and put them in the championship game. I said it. Indiana, I didn't watch Indiana play 3 times this year. First, I'm like, okay, they solid. They better than last year.
So you got Indiana, Ohio State in the national championship?
I don't even know if I think Ohio State going to get clipped this year for some reason.
By who?
I don't know. We still got. They gonna get clipped this year, man. But Texas A&M, they 8-0, dog. They ranked number 3.
Oh, wait a minute, they show.
Come on, Texas A&M playing some ball.
Their quarterback balling too.
Man, sure enough, it is what it is. But I like Indiana, man. Something about that doggone Fernando Mendoza, the quarterback. He's solid. He's solid, man. It is what it is.
We've been to see.
Indeed. Follow me on social media at Rock T Holla. Let's continue to talk sports. Alfredas putting it down for the Briggity Tap, for the hot spot coming up now.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the B-R-A-T.
All right, look. Turn the music off. Turn it off. Just turn it off. Turn it off. Look, everybody that's listening to the radio, Alfredas is new to the show, and Super Dave is pretty new to the show. They did not know that we came. They knew that we came from the hip hop station. We used to be on all the hip hop stations all over the country. And when Tom Joyner retired, they slid us over into R&B, which we absolutely love, and we're grateful for the opportunity. And so we got to talking this morning, and I'm sure everybody that have offices out there, they got black, like Special K, black people nickname everybody.
Yes, we do.
And so the morning show got in trouble. Well, we got in trouble for one, but it was a man worked at the radio station that always in the bathroom, but he didn't wash his hands. And head crack called him Funky Fist. And he come out of the bathroom. He always want to high five everybody. And I feel like the morning show, we the one discovered the fist bump and the elbow bump. Because nobody want to shake his hand, but Funky Fist was here every morning. But when the morning show got in trouble, and a lot of people that listen to the radio, they know this damn story. So Beyonce, Alowishus, sit up here. She tried to act innocent every morning. It was a black man, particular man. He would go in the bathroom and use the bathroom at the same time every morning.
Very regular.
Yeah, he was regular. And it felt like he came to work just to do that. That's what it felt like. And so,
bathrooms are clean.
Yeah. The bathrooms at the station are very clean, but no bathroom is cleaner than the radio station in Miami at 99 Jams and Hot 105. Those are the cleanest bathrooms in radio history. I was comfortable enough to go in there until I went in there and caught Big Mac in there one morning.
Stay focused.
I'm like, this is another name. You guys have named somebody else, Big Mac.
So Big Mac used to be on the morning show, 99 Jams. But anyway, so this particular morning, she walks, I don't know how, went and took a picture. The East in there, first of all, don't supposed to be in the men's restroom, but everybody got the time it down. Me and Haircrack said, yeah, he in there. So she going to go in the bathroom. She going to take her cell phone. And she going to take a picture of his shoes and share it with everybody on the morning show. So we were like, well, who got on these brown shoes that look like somebody was finna preach? There was some gators.
Square toe
brown. There was what?
Square toe gators.
The square toes.
Yeah, and you could tell them that he been wearing them a long time because they kind of slanted up a little bit. So so that's when they came up with the name Doo-Doo Shoes, and we got in trouble for it. Then she gonna walk around the office and try to go in there where all the sales reps was to go in there trying to find, and she found the shoes and found the person that was wearing the shoes, and she come running back in there. Oh my God, I found him. And we started talking about doo-doo shoes on the radio, so we wasn't allowed to say doo-doo shoes. Our old boss retired, so let's just stop talking about doo-doo shoes because it's not right, because it made the person uncomfortable. And so he haven't worn the shoes since.
That's awful. This is the worst.
So they didn't know about Funky Fist and doo-doo shoes, so we were laughing about that. And y'all are like really in shock. But do he still work at the Funky Fist retired?
Oh, this is awful. He still works. This is so bad.
Is Funky Fist? Do Funky Fist still work here?
No, he's gone.
So what happened is they were just having a conversation about, and in Funky Fist, and I'm like, wait, who's Funky Fist?
Yeah.
And then that merged into Doo-Doo Shoes. And now I don't know who Big Mac is or why that's his name, and there were other names that I'm not going to say.
So now we got a new CEO. We can probably post a pic. We can talk about it again. What you about?
No.
Why, Gary?
No. Just don't.
Well, why, Gary?
Doodle Shoes is one of Gary's friends.
And so is Subway. Subway's one of your friends
And
as
that's
well.
right, and Subway too.
There's just a whole list of people that I'm finding out about.
Yes,
I don't know their real names.
Gary,
What?
we can't talk.
No, we
we
can't
end
talk
up
about
in me.
You can talk
can't
about
talk about
Funky
Doo-Doo
Fist because
Shoes.
he ain't here, but not Doo-Doo Shoes and Subway.